Okay, so if you have a scab, I start with a non-stick pad. For her, hers has just been on the tip, so I'll double it up. And this is really to give you extra padding and also protect the wound. It's non-stick pad. So I wrap that around and then I secure it with paper tape. All this stuff you can get at like the drugstore or at Target. I do it sort of tight, but not too tight. You don't want anything too tight because it will cut off circulation. And this is really the trick. This is athletic tape. It's pretty sticky. And I run 2 strips. You could do one about half the width of this. This is just what they had in the store when I went. Run it along one side of the tail. For her, she's got this little thing right there, so I'm going to protect that because I don't want anything sticking to it. And then I'm going to do another strip of athletic tape on the other side of the tail. So then you leave the ends out, secure this to the tail, and then I take rolled gauze. Again, just a drugstore find. I get the big kind and then cut it in half. And then wrap it around the tail pretty loosely. I don't do anything too tight because you still want her to get, or him to get circulation. And you're supposed to wrap it about a third, give like, I don't know, cover only a third of what you've already wrapped. I don't do that. I usually wrap more at the tip, again, just giving extra padding. The purpose of this is not only to just like cover the wound, but to give her some barrier because obviously she'll continue to wag her tail. And then it reopens the wound. I secure everything with like paper tape. Then you take, so you still have these 2 strips now that I've used the rolled gauze. I make sure that they are touching each other at the end and then turn them around and run them up the length of the tail and then rip off the end, and they can stick out a little bit, that's fine. This is really what helps keep it on there because what'll happen is as it slips down, it's secured to her hair, and so it won't, it'll pull the hair as opposed to just slipping right off. She has some hair loss that looks much more pronounced. Mind you, we've been doing this for over a month, and she also had, like from scarring and stuff, she doesn't have a lot of hair there to begin with. So just so you don't like worry that your dog's gonna lose all of the hair on their tail. Then I take, I just got this from Amazon, but you can also get it from any drugstore. It's athletic wrap or vet tape. And if you need like links or something, just send me a message. And this is what I use to cover the whole thing. And again, you do it tight enough so it's gonna stay on, but not too tight. This I usually cover about 2/3 and leave about a third exposed when I wrap it up correctly. And if you're lucky, you'll have a really good patient throughout the whole process. she's used to this enough by now. But her wound was like completely open at the base of the tail. And I don't know if you saw in the beginning of the video, but it's healed really, really well. She has a teeny tiny little scab left there. The rest of the skin is nice and healthy, which is exactly what we want. So wrapping is effective as long as you do it right. I change this about every 2 days. You also want to keep it dry. If the wound is moist and you need to clean it, just use a little bit of saline. I just, to be extra careful, wrap the top just to make sure it all sticks with that athletic tape. And then you're done. All done, babe. Good job. Yeah. And then you can have a Pittipotamus wag their tail and it's fine. Right? Good job. Yeah, thank you for your help.